Hello and welcome to this kiMuni Vault features video. The kiMuni Vault has a range of unique services that allow you to conveniently deal with essentially a whole bunch of different change in your pocket. Because of the way that kiMuni functions as a coin, as distinct from a bank account or a Bitcoin account, you do not simply punch in a fractional number to get a certain amount. You need to put the change together in order to make a payment. And the kiMuni Vault has been designed to deliver that kind of service at great convenience. What we're looking at here is the summary of what is contained in your vault, the various key assets, their purchased value, their current discounted value, and the fully indexed value. Now, the purchased value is what you originally paid for it. The discounted value is the current seed discount applied to the fully indexed value. And it is the discounted value that is considered as the current value of an asset. And so you have the totals down there, and at a glance you see what is contained in your kiMuni Vault. Now, below that summary are the various sections that individually store the various key assets, and you click on them to expand them or collapse them and have a look at what the contents are. And in order for you to select a particular asset, there's some checkboxes on the right. You can select them individually, and when you do, the summary of what you have selected turns up in this top section under the selected section. And as you deselect or select any other assets, these are summarized and presented to you in the summary section in the selected area. Let's take a look at one of these, and let's go to the 100 kiMuni. By clicking on it, we get to see its title deed, and the title deed contains all the important information about this particular asset. Also, you see the title deed seal and the location in the hypermine that this seal is located. This is actually where this particular key asset is located, in the fractal zone. The valuation is repeated down here. There's the ID, and it says here the title survey is clear. What that means is that a check has been performed at the very time that you look at this to ensure that there are no other overlaps with this particular key asset. So let's go back to the vault, and now let us take a look further at how we can select and deselect things. So by going to the selected section here, you notice that we have an all checkbox here, and when I check it, now all of the assets have been selected, and so that really looks very similar to the summary because all of them have been selected. But I can now begin to deselect some, and that is immediately reflected up here. Now I will clear all of that area, and I will show you that you can go to any given area and select some assets, and the total of the assets selected is instantly reflected in this section up here. add any other assets, and that is instantly reflected up here. And in this way, you're able to select a handful of different key assets that you may wish to either send to someone or swap for some different assets. You can also select and deselect all of the assets of a particular kind by using this top checkbox here. Now the other method of selecting is by simply entering, by going to the build button and simply entering a number here. And by entering that, instantly I'll get a total of selected assets that is very, very close to this amount. In this case, it's $66.87 rather than $67. And these assets are now selected in their corresponding area. And I can now go to any one of these areas and select an additional one. And that is now added to the amount. And now we have gone over $67. And so in this way, you can very quickly assemble a bunch of key assets in your vault to make up a certain amount that you wish to send to someone. And it's generally the discounted amount that you can build, but you can also do the same for the purchased amount or the fully indexed amount. Once you have a bunch of assets selected, you can send them or swap them. And by hitting send, you are taken to the send dialog where you can put a reference, thanks for helping me out, the target vault ID, which you ask the person to send them their vault ID to you, and you put that in there, and your vault combination. And you hit transfer selected key assets, and they are instantly transferred to that other target vault. The other option is to swap the selected assets. And when you go to the swap dialog, you're able to swap that selected bunch of assets, which is $71.56 worth, for any of these other assets. Now in this case, you see, let's take gold for example. A 5 grams of gold would add up to $64.18. And so you have sufficient there to swap it for that. However, the difference is made up, and it's quite important to note that there will be smaller denominations of key gold created I'm talking gold, am I? Yes. There are smaller denominations of key gold created to make up the difference. And it gets very, very close indeed. It generally gets to within a cent. Again, you enter your combination, and once you enter that, that swap will occur. And these selected assets are swapped for the desired new assets. And this gives you a quick look at the major features, and we will have another video following this up, and that will provide you with an in-depth look to other vault services. Thanks for watching.